What's up, FTCs? We're going to start another little segment called Prediction Bingo for all the PLEs coming up.
And what that means for the FTCs is we will be creating new bingo cards for every PLE so you guys can play too.
BINGO. Let's go.
What up, FTCs? Back like we never left. Hey, we're here with the Saturday night main event results episode. There's a lot to talk about. Let's get into it.
Guys, starting off Saturday night main event, we had the tag team match between CM Punk and Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. And it was a bit of a banger. They tore the house down. Honestly, I think this is probably where the best thing about Saturday night main event happened at the very start, because for those who haven't heard, Bronson Reed returned and assisted Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker to win the match.
Yeah, and for me, dude, it was weird for me because, like, for a second there, dude, I didn't know who was going to win. Until I seen Bronson Reed come out, I was like, okay, now I know. But before that, like, dude, they were doing so good on going back and forth, I didn't know who was going to win, for real.
And I like all of these guys. Braun Breaker's a dog. Seth Rollins, the visionary. CM Punk, best in the world. And Sami Zayn is just Sami. But, he's still pretty good.
But, Devin, let's talk about this Bronson Reed pick, though. Everybody was calling, like, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, Finn Balor, people like that. Nobody, not one of the FTCs, not one of me and you, nobody that I've seen on social media has called Bronson Reed to join that group. So that is really good on Triple H's side, I think.
I didn't see it coming at all.
Hell, I didn't even know he
it's
could
a little
come back.
weird. Yeah, it's a little weird because the whole reason he got injured and sent out was because of Seth Rollins, like with the War Games and everything. But, like, I'm going to give it a chance because I'm just happy to see Big Bronson Reed again. And I hope they continue to push him as, like, the monster they was trying to make him before he got hurt.
Yeah, me too, bro. But hey, next up, we didn't call this anything about this in the predictions episode, but we had a women's U.S. championship match. Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green. We didn't know it was going to be on the card. We were actually questioning it. We were like, why isn't there any female matches? But we got one. And I'm just glad that they put that on the card because if they wouldn't have, bro, there would have been some backlash on that one. So I'm glad
genuinely,
something.
Genuinely, this match was a big stinky poop. That's how I feel about it. Zelina Vega, she just botched a whole lot. As the champion, like that 619 attempt was pathetic. Chelsea Green was great as usual, but even she was struggling a little bit. Like, I don't know if maybe Zelina's nerves got to her or if she was just gassed or something, but she was messing up and she was dragging everybody down with her.
Yeah, plus you could tell it was probably like a more of a last minute decision to have that match or whatever. So I guess both of the women just probably weren't ready, right?
No hate, but just something I noticed while I was watching it. Moving on though, we have John Cena versus R-Truth, and
Dude,
this match was pretty short.
R-Trizzle came out like Super Cena and still got put down.
He was giving it to John Cena too. He was hitting him with all of his own offense, the five knuckle shuffle, the AA, the STF. He was going in, man.
Yeah, but then John Cena screwed us all over. He like faked turning face. Like he was like about to hit R-Truth with the title, and he was like, "Oh, I can't do that." Title to the ref. Ref turns his back, and he's like, kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
It's pretty dirty, bro.
You thought you had a sliver of hope for John Cena. Right out the window. He's ruining wrestling. He just hurt R-Trizzle, man. I'm not happy with that.
Yeah, that's exactly how I said it was going to go. That played out. John Cena, boo him. R-Truth, we love him. Simple as.
Hey, next up, Devin, we had this steel cage match, man. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. And hey, if I had to like give one opinion on this match, dude, I was expecting it to be like a lot more brutal because of the build up they had going into it. But I still believe Damian should have like pulled off either submission or a pinfall victory over Drew. This makes me feel like him leaving the cage like he did, this isn't over between them two.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't really enjoy this match as much as I thought I would. I was a little bit disappointed, and with all the commercials, bro, it's like God. It was like the commercials was really hurting a lot of the stuff for Saturday Night Main Event.
It did seem like there was a lot more than usual on PLEs. Like, I don't know what was going on with that, but I remember like 5 commercial breaks during the steel cage match, and I know that's what most people in the PLE were looking forward to. So that was garbage, but the match was still all right, you know.
Yeah, I think it ended this way. I've heard that Drew McIntyre is planning on taking a break, so I don't know when we'll see him again.
Hey, that chair shot at the end though, that looked like it kind of messed him up a little bit, you know. Hit him with the concerto shot, and then like Drew was still laying there once the cage got lifted up and everything. So hope he's good and everything.
But in the main event, well, actually, before the main event, John Cena and Jey Uso had a little run-in. And basically, John Cena was laying the pressure on Jey Uso beforehand, telling him, you know, if you mess up here, when I leave with this title, the only world champion is going to be a YouTuber.
Yep.
He's like,
And
that would ruin wrestling.
And that was when me, myself, I started feeling like, okay, John Cena's going to interrupt this match.
It was definitely weird. World Heavyweight Championship match, Jey Uso versus Logan Paul.
Man, we ain't going to get a world title match without a distraction, are we?
It really seems like terrible. Like, it seems like all the good matches have been getting interrupted here recently.
And it's like, you know, like, this was for a world title, right? They're retained because of the distractions, which just leads us into a tag team match because Cody Rhodes returns to help Jey Uso. We're going to get Logan Paul and John Cena, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, instead of having 2 world title matches at Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm a little disappointed by that, but I also am intrigued by the idea of both champions being in the same match on the same night as Money in the Bank.
My only question would be, like, hopefully they do the men's Money in the Bank before that match. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't, then it's just not going to make no sense. Like, if they open up Money in the Bank with that match, that's not going to make no sense for me.
They should open the show with Money in the Bank.
That's what I think too. If they do that, they could lead it. They could lead it into something good. You know, even if a cash in doesn't happen or does happen. You know. But
and I mean, last year the females' Money in the Bank was the better between the two.
Yeah, it really was. But I mean, as far as Saturday Night Main Event, bro, like that's about it. There wasn't too much going on. I mean, overall grade, me myself, I have to give it a solid B. Like I can't give it over that.
I'm just going to give it a C because I don't know if they did anything groundbreaking. I enjoyed Big Bronson Reed returning. Everything else, you know, I could have seen that somewhere else.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, with that being said, what did all the FTCs think? Who did y'all want to win these matches? Did the person you had to pick, did they win?
FTC, be sure to like, share, and comment on everything that we're doing here. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, we got a t-shirt shop set up. Be sure to catch that link on our channel. And guys, until next time, we're out of here.
And that's about it for this episode.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
As for the fan connection, we're out of here.